Hi everyone, I can see people have started joining in. So hello. So I hope people are able to hear me properly. Somebody could just comment that they are able to see me and hear me properly. Hi Rasmita. Hello Knockover Vex. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. So today we have our weekend workshop. Now for those of you who are fairly new to what is the concept of weekend workshop, etc. So what we try and do with weekend workshops is that we try to pick up one art form and we do it live with all the products that we normally use in our pre-recorded videos, etc. So at the end of the video you'll see that we end up with one art project. Now it could be decoupage, watercolors, mixed media, whatever, depending on the artist at whom we are calling. So today we'll be doing live with Anamika. She is our decoupage designer, and what we normally do with her is she does live decoupage or resin or art cast projects. Today she's going to do decoupage, so just give me a second while I add her into the live. I have invited you. Invited you again, Anamika, in case you have an issue like you had last time. Are you in the chat, Anamika? If you could say hi, just to confirm you are able to get my invite or not. Hi, Anamika.
Hi, Khyati. Can you hear me?
I have trouble. Just give me a second.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Anamika. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me,
Okay.
Khyati?
Yeah, it's all good. Good, good. Now I can hear you
A
very well.
minute, huh? I'll
Hmm.
just. Yeah, I think I'll have
Hi,
to shift
Shalu.
my camera a little bit on the lower side because the bottle is. Oh, just a second, Khyati. Just give me 2 minutes.
Sure, sure, sure. Hi, everyone. I can see people are still joining in. So we are doing a decoupage live today. Decoupage bottle art with Anamika. So this was actually asked by a lot of you in our last Decoupage live. Kavita was one who had asked, and then there were a couple of you who always wanted, for us to use transfers on a curved surfaces live. So we have put in a lot of tutorials where we use transfers on curved surfaces, etc. We have shared a couple of reels as well. But a few of you wanted to be used, those to be used on a curved surfaces live, so that, in case you have queries on how transfers are used on curved surfaces, etc., you can ask them here. So Anamika will be doing the same today. Anamika, off to you. I hope your setup is done now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, like, just to save time, I have already primed my bottle.
Okay.
I'll just show you. And since we had requests of use of the crackle paste also, I know that it won't be
Right.
visible, but still I'll show you.
Yeah.
This is the normal gesso. I have gessoed the bottle. 2 coats of gesso has been given.
So
And
this is
here, if you,
Craftangles white
yes,
gesso, correct?
yes.
Okay.
And I have used crackle here. Can you see?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Visible,
So now
visible.
they are going to get highlighted. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
They will be highlighted. So this is the part where I'm going to use the transfer.
Okay.
I'm planning to use this one today.
Can you
This
share the
is
code of it? Like,
the CTDS 488.
488. It's Buddha 5 for those of you who are interested. This is Craftangles Transfer It. So if you search CTDTS-488 on website, you'll find it. Also, the crackles that Anamika just showed, she
Yeah.
has used our newly launched Craftangles texture paste. We have, as you can see, that's how it comes in the packaging. Now, we had a lot of requests to do more lives with this crackle paste. We have already, like I showed it to you in my live demo, Anamika, Parvati, all three of us have used it on our previous lives, Neha also. But here, so we have done already 4 lives, but since, still people DM'd us and asked if you could show us more crackle texture paste projects. So today I had asked Anamika to incorporate that into the bottle decoupage as well. So you can probably see it on a different medium, which is a glass bottle.
Okay, so I would like to now explain few things about this crackle paste.
Okay.
The particular one from Craftangles which I'll be using today, it
Hmm.
is that the crackle paste itself gets cracked once you use it. There are pastes in the market where when you put color on it, the color cracks.
Right.
But here we have the paste which cracks. So accordingly, you have to use it on your project. You have to use it wisely. So basically, what you need to do is once you apply the crackle paste, the paste cracks. You have to highlight the cracks. So those can be done by either using wax or using colors. Today I'll be using some acrylic. Uh, I think
Acrylic
I have,
paint.
yeah, liquid acrylics.
Yeah.
I'll be using, yeah, I'll be using
Hmm.
the liquid acrylics to highlight them today.
Right. Right.
And you can also use wax.
Right.
So this is the area where I have done my, I have put my crackle paste here,
Okay.
here, and here. I don't think it is visible in the
Yeah, but I
camera.
think when you zoomed it, yeah, when you zoomed it,
Yeah,
we are able
it
to see, and
was
probably once you
visible.
start
Yeah,
highlighting it with brown colors or whatever colors, you'll be able to show it.
yeah.
Now, just to add on with what Anamika said, because this is a very versatile product in terms of how you can use it, etc. So while she's applying transfers, because I know most of you already know how transfer works. But in case you don't know it, we'll do a summary of it once she's done applying transfers. But just to show you, this is how it looks on a black cardstock because this is translucent, right? Guys, this is not clear. And this is how it looks on white paper. This is just some sample where I had put in thinnest to thickest. And you can see thinnest, it has like very small, small, tiny cracks. medium, it has bigger cracks, and very thick, it has large cracks. So personally, I don't see a lot of value in this particular very thick paste. But if you apply it like this width, which is like your standard stencil width, you will get beautiful cracks. Okay. Also, since it is translucent, right? Since just to show you another one, this is our clear texture paste and this is our translucent. And this difference probably will not be that visible on white, but you can see it on black, the difference between our clear texture paste and translucent. So this tends to be more whitish, hence translucent. And the advantage of this particular paste, since some people asked us to kind of cover it, you can tint it with any medium of your choice. So this paste here is colored with liquid watercolors to get this beautiful yellow cracks. Then this is done with mica. So these are Craftangles mica. Here we have used blue mica to create this beautiful cracks. Here I have used liquid acrylics. So like how Anamika is using Prima liquid acrylics, these are Craftangles liquid acrylics. So this is how it looks. And then we have done it also using chalk paint. Since this is decoupage, a lot of artists have chalk paints. So you can tint this with chalk paints also to kind of, get your own tinted texture piece. So this is a very versatile product. But as she said, it's like a paste which cracks. So this is not like a one layer or two layer texture like crackle paints that you get in market where you apply one layer, then you apply paint, and then you apply second layer and the second layer cracks. These are crackle texture paste, so the paste itself will crack. Okay, that's
Yeah,
the
and
difference.
it's very easy to handle these sort of things. You don't have to wreck your
Right.
brain out how to color it, which color to use it. Now, one
Yeah,
just point of advice out here: when you're using transfer a bigger sheet on
right.
any curved surface. The surface is quite small for my this length of transfer. So what I've done is I've given them small cuts at the edges, so it will
Huh.
fit my
It
the
will
curves
fold
will.
easily.
Yeah. So it's very
Right,
easy
right.
to that way to fold or get your transfers easily transferred on this curved surface.
Right, right, right. So a lot of highs I missed out. Hi, Nadia. Hello, Garima. Hi, Sneha. So today, as you know, like I have tried transfer on curved surfaces, and it is a learning curve because transfer has, that thick backing paper, which is like your decoupage paper. So again, time and time out, we get a lot of queries from people that can I use decoupage paper on curved surfaces and everything. And I say yes, you can. Again, with curved surfaces, of course, the thinner the paper you use, the easier it becomes to handle. But again, you have issues of wrinkles, etc. So it depends on uh, how good you are at decoupage, whether you are a beginner, whether you are an intermediate, or whether you're pro like Anamika. So here she shared an excellent tip, of cutting the edge, like certain areas, so that your paper wraps prettily on the bottle. And then your transfer will stick very well. And once you start removing it, you can see how, it transfers easily. So that is a very important tip, and you can put small cuts on your transfer if your transfer is large and if you are applying it on a curved surfaces so that it sticks easily along the curves. Okay. Uh, Hi, Craft. You haven't missed a lot, but as always, the entire tutorial, guys, for those of you who joined in late, we do save down all our tutorials both on our Instagram and the artist's Instagram. In this case, it will be Anamika. So you can later on do check out our profiles to see the project from start to end, where she shared how the crackle works, where I talked about all these crackle things. So you can definitely check it out later on. We will not be deleting the live. So this is how you work with like the transfers on curved surfaces. Now, personally, with me, from my experience, I have had a little bit of struggle of using transfers on curved surfaces as compared to decoupage paper. I find our papers to be comparatively thinner as it is 70 GSM, like quite a lot of people do 100 GSMs. We do 70 GSM, which is even thinner paper. And then we have Decothin, which is 45 GSM, which is even thinner paper. So I find them to be easier working with as compared to, transfers on curved surfaces. So this is personally takes some experience. If you are very new, I would say start off with flat surfaces, like how I did a live where we did it on flat surface. Last live Anamika did where she did a chopping board and a box. So start with flat surfaces and then move on to curved surfaces once you kind of get hang of things. So, and as Anamika said, cut your designs in the area so that it can fold pretty. Now, for those of you who are kind of interested in what we are using Craftangles transfers on the top of the bottle. And this is our Buddha transfer. And how transfer works is you apply, yes, fantastic brushstroke. These are our transfers. So, few of you who are joining us for the first time, we have around 550 transfers currently on our website. Give or take, a couple of them would be out of stock, but we normally keep like a whole stock. Our transfers come in only one size, which is A4 size. They are priced at 80 rupees per A4 size sheet. If you buy our products from our website, you get flat 10% off on all our products. So essentially, you get one transfer for 72 rupees A4 sheet. Here she is using one of the elements from one of our transfer. And then how she has done it is she applied the transfer face down onto the bottle. And then she has applied some water on top of it, and then she has started releasing the backing paper. So this is how it looks. And as always, guys, I cannot stress this enough. Use transfers on light backgrounds. So it can be white, it can be pastels, but it cannot be dark, red, black. It follows the same concept as a napkin. Okay. I'm sorry, Anamika, to hog your life, but these are,
No, no,
we
no,
get
no
time and
issue,
time the
no
same
issue at all.
questions again. So hi
No
thought, since there
issue
were a
at
lot
all.
of
No
people, I'll
issue.
tell them.
No
And I
issue at all.
missed a
Now what
lot
we
of
are,
highs. Sorry, just a minute. Give me a minute. I missed
yeah,
out
yeah.
on a lot of
Sure,
highs.
sure,
So hi,
sure.
Vaishu. And thank you, Craving Craft, that you love our transfers. Buddha B. Thank you, Fantastic Brushstrokes, for your love and support. And thank you, Vaishu. So please, on to you, Anamika.
So that now what we are going to do is now the main thing about bottle decoupage or any sort of decoupage is
Hmm.
how you blend the surroundings. Okay.
Right,
So
right.
it's a very, I mean, it only comes with practice. So the more you make these projects, the better you'll become at it. So
Yeah.
nothing to get worried about. So now what I'm going to do is, like I said, I have put some crackled medium here. So I'm going to firstly highlight them. Now
Hmm.
I have purposely kept it white so that everything is very clear. I could have made some other color, but I don't want, because I want the cracks to be highlighted. So I'm going to
Right.
take, today I'm going to take some, I plan to use some liquid acrylic. So I have
Hmm.
the black from Craftangles and this is from Prima Amber. So let
Right.
me just try both of them.
Yeah.
Now with liquid acrylics, when you want to highlight the cracks, then lot of water has to be put in. Okay, don't use
Yeah.
directly.
Right.
So tone it down.
So it's
Uh,
like watercolors for those
yeah,
of
yeah,
you who have used
yeah.
watercolors.
Because they are highly
Similarly, you have to use your
pigmented.
acrylics.
Yeah, they are
Right.
highly pigmented. So use a lot of water in it. Okay, one drop and put loads of water. So that is how I'm planning to
Right.
do, and keep a tissue or a wet tissue handy. So you can see that I have kept it here.
Hmm.
I've just got my tissue handy.
Hmm.
Okay. So this is how you're going to water it down.
Right.
So what happens is the color, the liquid acrylic, it reaches your cracks inside of the
Right.
cracks, and
Right.
then the cracks gets highlighted. So okay, now
Yeah.
I'm going to put some more. I'm going to use some black. Now, another very interesting technique the other day I saw in one of the videos.
Hmm.
I don't know who was using it. The
Okay.
cracks definitely were, much bigger in size.
Hmm.
So what she did is
Hmm.
she took a syringe with a needle and she inserted that. So all the crevices they had the. So I'm planning to use that technique once.
Uh,
Let's see if it works.
Now again, guys, she is using, watered down liquid acrylics. But let's say if you are a person who wanted gold cracks, you could have used watered down golden color. So in the cracks, the golden color could have gone because, again, time and time again, we get a lot of queries on
Mm.
gold. So just telling you that whatever you want, you can add. And of course, you can do something like this also, where you kind of, mix mica with your with texture paste to kind of create your own. But this will become a little bit overpowering here. So it depends on what is your use.
So here
Thank you,
I'm using a
guys.
hint of
Hmm.
chalk paint so that
Yeah,
there is
kind
some
of blending.
blending.
Right. So again, before, because I know we'll get this question again, but how do we select the colors of chalk paints is if you see Anamika has selected one of our chalk paint, which is lemon tart, and then the other one is French rose. So the colors are selected
No,
depending on the
this is
colors. Oh,
sangria.
sangria.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, okay.
sangria
Muted red.
and this is lemon drop. Okay, so these are the two
Okay,
colors. Now,
okay.
wow, why I have introduced these two because there is a hint of red and
Right,
yellow out here. So that is how
right,
I choose my color. But
right.
each
So I was just
and every
elaborating
color,
on
if you
that.
see, I'm mellowing it down with some water. So
Hmm.
every time I'm using one color, I'm going to just use a hint of water in it.
Right. And then, of course, if you go in the corners, you can combine this with black and brown to
Yeah.
make it more vintagey. Again, it depends on your ideas and it kind of depends on how well you want to blend. Like you can see here, she has blended yellow and that reddish to kind of create a dull orangish color. So you kind of get a hang of it once you start doing projects like these where, you are blending it on the surface itself and kind of mixing the colors. But trust me, with experiments, you'll be able to do it. Like it's not very difficult to do it. It's just that you have to practice. And okay, thank you, Nagdor Wax. I hope you like them. Guys, for those of you who are buying our transfers for the first time, uh, because we have a lot of customers who buy our transfers for the first time, and they want like a starting point on how to use them or what are the different, like they have a lot of queries. So what you can do is on our each and every transfer on our website, if you scroll down in the description, there is a playlist added in the description which has all the transfer tutorials that are available on our YouTube channel. So you can either see the tutorials in the description, which is done by, Anamika, Sneha, Parvati, our other old decoupage designers who have done it. So you can definitely see how different artists have used transfers in different ways. And the mediums range from they have used it on acrylics, they have used it on MDF, they have used it on bottles. So a lot of tutorials and every artist has used it, according to their own style. So do check that playlist out. You can also search those playlists on our YouTube channel, which is HNDMD. So if you search HNDMD on YouTube, you'll find our YouTube channel and there go to the playlist section and you'll find a playlist dedicated to transfers and our different other products. We have a playlist dedicated to decoupage, etc. So do check that out. In case if you still are not able to find, just DM us asking for the link and we'll be happy to help you out, my team. And if you knock over wax, so if you don't have liquid acrylics, you could use chalk paints like how Anamika did. Just make sure that you water it down so it, gives you that watercolor effect. And but the only thing you have to make sure is you use acrylics because if you use watercolors, it will be water reactive later on. So, use acrylics, either liquid acrylics or chalk paint will work beautifully. With watercolors, if you are using like Sneha, I know she uses it in her decoupage projects as well, but I feel she has a lot of experience on how to layer, when to layer, what to layer. But if you are a beginner, use acrylics. And once you kind of get comfortable on how different mediums react, you can definitely use the watercolors as well. Anamika, on to you.
No, no, there is nothing to actually speak of today. Mostly it is just you have to view the thing.
Yeah. So this is specifically we have done two things that we wanted to show in today's showcases. One, again, we wanted to do a small demo of crackle paste because a lot of you have been DMing us. Second, we wanted to show you that transfers work beautifully on a curved surfaces also. So today we have used transfers on a curved surfaces for those of you who joined in late. Yeah, seal the watercolors. Perfect. As always, guys, if you have any queries, please do let us know. We'll be happy to answer them. Like this live is kind of a medium where we want you to ask any questions that you have so that, like whatever queries in terms of decoupage products, etc., they are sorted within the live itself.
I think to shift it a little. Yeah.
So you are also doing the same thing, right, Anamika, that you have started adding colors around the transfer and then you are blending those with browns and blacks to make it more
Yes.
vintage.
Yes. Absolutely.
Excited to see what you come up with, Craving Crafts. And I know, like I have seen a lot of decoupage tutorials where people use like very flat chalk paints, to kind of color it red or kind of color it blue and all that. And that looks very nice, no doubt about it. But I really like such kind of more blended bottles, where you kind of blend out colors and all that. And I feel it kind of makes it even more handmade than just those typical flat decoupage bottle art that you do. But again, it depends on your style. You could have, of course, gone flat as well. So here you can see all the beautiful cracks in close up.
I'm going to work on this area. So because I
Yeah.
have not used any crackle paste out here, so I'm going to work directly with my solid colors. So I plan to use
Okay.
some chocolate syrup and some midnight dreams.
Okay. So some black and browns now in chalk paint as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think the color palette you are staying with is yellow, orange, red, brown, and
Yeah.
black.
Maybe a hint
Right?
of green will come now.
Okay. And again, guys, we get this question a lot, like how do you select colors? I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but that is because trust me, when I like a lot of beginners have this question, and I would say repeat the colors depending on what colors you are using in your decoupage transfers or your decoupage, paper, etc. Like for example, I have this lying around on my table, and if I have to use shades based on these, I would use browns, I would use orange, I would use pink. I may not use blue because there is already a lot of blue on this print, right? So I would want to play with contrast because that's just my style. So I would like to use more browns and pinks and orange, just to give you an example, and some hint of yellow as well. So that is how you learn how to select colors. Craving Craft, we do have layering stencils. We have it, I think we released the Valentine's one, so we have the chocolate layered stencils. So just search Craftangles layer stencils and you'll find them. We do have, like we only have a couple of them, but we do have it. Okay, so Anamika, there's a question for you. What is the difference between crackle paste and two layer or one layer?
Two layered or one layer or what? Two step and one step. She wants to know.
So yeah,
Okay.
two step and one step.
So like I said, if you keep
Hmm.
this particular crackle paste, aside and talk only
Hmm.
about one step crackle or two step crackle. So what happens in
Hmm.
one step crackle? The color which you put on the crackle medium that will crack. Okay.
Hmm.
So there are various ways of using it. If you are using it on a transparent base, then there is a way of using it. If you are using on a opaque base, then there is a separate way of using it, because
Right.
transparent, like when you do reverse decoupage, I think I have used it or maybe I have not used it in
You have used it.
like I so
Last year.
basically one step is you have to keep one golden rule in mind, that the color which you want to crack, the cracked color will be put on the medium. Okay.
Hmm.
And then you have to put, if it is reverse decoupage, then you have to put the color which you want to show through those cracks. And if it is on an
Right.
opaque base, then you have to color one, you have to color the base, then put the medium, and then the color you need to crack. So that is the golden rule for one step crackle. For two step crackle, it is as similar as what we are using it. The medium, the paste itself, it will crack. Only thing is,
Hmm.
like here we are using one medium, you put that and it cracks. In a two step crackle medium, you have to put two step, like first one will dry, then the second one, and then it will crack.
Hmm.
But the funda is the same in both the cases. I
Right.
think the second one, which I mean craft angle texture, sorry, crackle paste, is that is why so easy, because you don't have to use two mediums, you just use one medium and it cracks, and the funda is the same, the usage is the same. Only thing is you have to highlight the cracks.
Right.
So I hope I mean I am clear.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at least I was able to understand because I know like two step, one step are very confusing, like for a lot of people. So we initially thought of going that route, but then we kind of decided let us keep it simple and do like a simple paste which
Yeah,
will
this
crack
is much
and then,
easier to
people can
handle.
color it.
This is much
Exactly.
easier to handle. Yeah.
Right. So I think here you have added some of the greens as well at the
Yeah,
top to bring
green.
in green.
Then I've mixed some browns and
Hmm.
I mix some browns, black and green
Right.
for this part.
Right.
So I'm trying to bring in these colors here.
Hmm. So again, guys, this is very intuitive. Like there is no handbook or rule book that step one, step two, step three. This is like, you can blend the colors that you think, like if she's going to use green at the bottom, then the kind of green she is kind of repeating at the top. So the colors are repeated. So, that probably is her concept. And then she's blending it out with yellows because at the bottom you can see there are certain yellows. So again, that's what my assumption is, what goes in Anamika's head. But this is how you learn blending. And for this, as I said, some kind of experimentation is very important. Uh, so basically, Garima is asking another question to you, Anamika. So basically, this is two-step crackle done in one.
Yeah, you can say that. It is equivalent to a two-step crackle. The work is much easier for you. You just apply this crackle paste and it cracks and it makes your work much easier. It is not time
And since it
consuming. It is
cracks,
easier to handle.
right? And since it cracks, मतलब जैसे आपने start में बताया, right? You had applied crackle paste on a white gesso and it
Hmm,
cracked and you were able to see bottle through it, right? तो
correct.
वैसे ही अगर किसी को मतलब अगर highlight नहीं करना, let's say ऐसे ही रखना है, तो probably they can put a dark layer down, then put another layer and then apply the paste on that. The paste will crack gesso and
Yeah,
that layer, and I
yeah.
think the lower layer should show through. That's a good.
Yes.
I will have to try. Matlab, I think it will work, but I think that we should, like, I'll try it on one of the like demos and see if it works before I do a live. But yeah. So again, similar to two-step. So this paste is translucent. Now, what do I mean by translucent is on white, you can essentially see no difference. Okay. On colored, you can essentially see no difference. But on black, you will see the difference, right? You will see this is how the color looks on a dark and this is how the color looks on a black. Like this is our clear texture paste and this is our crackle paste. So this is translucent. It is not transparent. I hope this gives you clarity. But it works beautifully when added with colors. So here you can see I have kind of taken primary colors. So this is added with blue mica. This is added with red chalk paint. This is added with green acrylic color. And then this is added with yellow watercolors. So it takes colors beautifully. But if you are using it on a dark base like a black or a brown, it will dry whitish. So then, depending on your usage, you will have to use it.
I'll just show you the bottle now, because if I'm putting it, I mean lying it.
Yeah. Now the
Now
cracks
how
are really visible
yeah,
after
how
cutting.
beautifully the cracks are visible right now.
Mm. Thank you, Craving Craft. She's loving the colors you have used.
Thanks. So now,
So, Garima, as you said, it will kind of make it frosty, but this we don't, this cannot be applied on a smooth surface. So, if you're applying it on a transfer, it will peel off because transfer has a layer of smoothness on top of it. So, if you want to use this on transfer, first apply transfer, then apply clear gesso, and then apply cracker. On napkin, it is not an issue because napkin is not a smooth surface. Hi, Paro. I had a sample of that as well, but I have kept it aside because my live is done. But you can definitely go back to our last release live, Garima, where I had talked about, when we launched this, which was our last live. There I have shown you the difference on transfer and the decoupage napkin as well. So you can see that.
now I want to use some gold also.
Okay. I think gold के मामले में Parvati and you are very similar. You like to add थोड़ा gold everywhere. But it has come out very pretty. Thank you, Craving Craft. I hope we like see at the end of the day, guys, we all like that looking at the live, we inspire you to try out something, especially bottled art because it's like recycling your bottle, so it's not a big deal. But we hope you give it a try.
Now I find this part to be a bit too dark. So now that everything is like dry,
Right.
so simply I'm going to take some lemon color and
Okay. So Parvati is saying we are glittery people और उस पे स्नेहा ने लिखा है golden girls. And since I'm a very huge Harry Potter fan, मेरा दिमाग गया है हरमाइनी के पीछे because she was called the golden girl of the trio. And I know nobody got a reference. यहाँ पे कोई इतना मेरे जितना बड़ा हैरी पॉटर बफ नहीं हो मुझे लग रहा है एक्सेप्ट पार्वती पार्वती आई नो इज अ बिग हैरी
my
पॉटर फैन
sister is, I am not, and my son also is a big fan of.
अच्छा then we have something to connect when we meet you your son and we will talk about
Yes,
Harry Potter
yes. Oh, he doesn't stop talking. Once he starts off, तो he will not. उसका खत्म ही नहीं होता है.
हमारे जैसा है
Okay. So now I'm just going to give it a quick try.
हाँ पार्वती तुम तो हो मुझे पता है. I was just searching for my bottle. I don't know where I kept my bottle of decoupage, which I did transfer on. Where did my bottle go? Mhm.
Okay, so now if we use your, I was planning to use this flake, but then we'll have
Okay,
to wait for some time. Let me just try it out. I want to use it.
cool. I remember you had used it in the last with
Yeah, but
decoupage
then
glue to kind of
I am planning to use a hint of, the gilding glue this time. So the thing has
okay,
to dry a bit. Yeah.
right, right. अरे वाह शालू जी तो आपसे भी बातें करेंगे हम हैरी पॉटर की. Good to know Harry Potter fans in the house are here. Thank you Paro. So Paro is saying project वैसे मस्त लग रहा है.
Thanks, Paro. Thank you. आज थोड़ा सा चैन आया ना. नेक्स्ट वीक अगेन माय सन हैज गॉट हिज एग्जाम्स, तो थोड़ा सा आज मुझे रिलीफ मिल. सो दैट इज
आई
व्हाई
नो
आई
जैसे ही
सेड
आपका डेट्स आपने मेरे को पिंक किया मैं ये दिन पे हम लोग लाइव करेंगे. मैंने बोला अच्छा ठीक है आप फ्री हो तो कर लेते हैं.
मतलब द डे आई कंप्लीटेड माय एजुकेशन एंड आई सेड ओके बस हो गया. आई एम अ फ्री बर्ड, नॉट रियलाइजिंग कि फिर से आने वाला है.
सो ट्रू. मेरी मॉम को भी मैं बोलती हूँ कि मम्मी आपने मतलब मम्मी बेचारी हम लोग याद है हम लोग स्कूल में थे. सो वेन एवर वी हैड एग्जाम विच वॉज लाइक माई ब्रदर वॉज इन इंजीनियरिंग देन आई वॉज इन स्कूल एंड वेन
हाँ
आई वॉज इन इंजीनियरिंग वैसा हो गया था मतलब काइंड ऑफ अवर एग्जाम्स नेवर ओवरलैप. तो my mom used to like not have टीवी ड्यूरिंग दोज मंथ्स क्योंकि वो केबल ऑफ हो जाता था. क्योंकि मेरी मम्मी को ऐसे ही था कि मैं देखूंगी तो बच्चे भी आके देखेंगे. मुझे याद है
हाँ.
मम्मी बेचारी साल में 6 महीना हमारे घर पे टीवी नहीं होता था. तो मैं मम्मी को बोलती यार तूने कितना मतलब किया है आज के जमाने में कौन करेगा ये सब.
आई एम हैविंग अ टफ टाइम ना. आजकल के बच्चे कौन ये उनका टीवी नहीं है तो टैब है, टैब नहीं है तो मोबाइल है.
हाँ अभी तो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ ऑप्शंस मतलब टीवी पे डिपेंडेंसी ही नहीं है.
बड़ा दिक्कत है ना टू कीप हिम अवे फ्रॉम डिस्ट्रैक्शंस. बाप रे.
राइट राइट राइट.
सो आई जस्ट ट्राई टू यू नो हेसन इट अप थोड़ा सा सो दैट हमारा ये भी काम नहीं कर रहा है.
राइट. Saving craft, you could definitely try it. Any of our floral elements, wali girls will also look good in the bottle. And we have done the nature ones also. You know, I was trying to find that bottle. अब मुझे नहीं पता मैंने कहीं रख दिया. That also looks very nice. हाँ वो gone behind the art class. Thank you. I should have gotten it earlier. मेरा हमेशा लाइव में बीच में ही दिमाग चलता है. So this is like a Caventer's
हाँ
types bottle, which and
हाँ.
this is also transfer. Like I know I show this all time, but मेरे पास अभी limited चल रहा है तो मैं और नए projects फिलहाल नहीं बना रही हूँ. But this also I have used the same logic. I have blended the colors, you know. So this is using chalk paint blending. So this is हमारा blue, sky blue color and like what is this called? Soft sky. And this is our green color, and then I have added some yellows also. So this is how you can blend the colors to kind of, and then red I just added for pops here and there because red flowers were there. And then I kind of added the sentiments. So this is how you can blend bottles. हमारा बहुत इम्प्रॉम्प्टू प्लान बना पार्वती मतलब प्लान तो पहले से था बट हाँ फॉर अ चेंज इंस्टेड ऑफ अ वीकेंड वी आर डूइंग अ फ्राइडे. सो आई होप यू आर एंजॉयिंग इट पार्वती. हाँ मैं ऐसे नहीं निकाल पाऊंगी शालू जी हैरी पॉटर की चीजें वरना मैं निकाल ही लेती मतलब रुकती कहाँ. Same knock over wax. Like my mom, like even today I tell her, you know, like she has commitment. I don't know if we will have that commitment with our kids. Thank you, Parvati. Thank you, Shalu.
I think this is the rose gold flakes which I'm copper penny.
Copper penny. So gilding flakes in the shade of copper penny.
didn't
Let
want to use gold purposely today. I
हाँ
wanted to mellow it down a little.
yeah.
So
अभी अचानक आफ्टर एडिंग द ग्रीन्स एंड ऑल दैट अचानक से एकदम विंटेज ही हो गया मतलब वो पहले स्टार्टेड कलरफुल एंड सिंस यू ब्लेंडेड अ लॉट ऑफ ब्राउन्स एंड ब्लैक्स इट केम टू योर डिस्टिंक्ट स्टाइल व्हिच इज विंटेज
हाँ,
क्योंकि वो ट्रांसफर एक्चुअली काफी कलरफुल था
वो मेरा
राइट
हमेशा हो जाता
हाँ
है वो, नो मैटर व्हाट, एंड में मेरा वही होता है.
नहीं नहीं एब्सोल्युटली तो वही मैं एक्चुअली लोगों को वही बता रही हूँ कि मतलब यू कैन ऑल्सो टेक समथिंग लाइक दिस सो दिस इज अ कलरफुल वन बट अगेन you could have used the same one and used a lot of browns on top of it to make it like vintagey. That if you see my last live which was Decoupage box, again I don't know where I have kept that box, but you can go as colorful and as bright as you want, or you can go as vintagey like how Anamika did today. So it all depends on आप बैकग्राउंड में कौन से कलर से ब्लेंड कर रहे हो एंड यू कुड एक्चुअली अगर मैं यहाँ पे मैं भी ब्राउन्स और ब्लैक्स ले जाती यहाँ पे भी तो I could have also made it like vintagey, but I kind of stuck with a colorful theme. So that's the power of blending. I feel you can kind of go from colorful to vintagey. अभी सबको गिल्डिंग फ्लेक्स देख के गिल्डिंग फ्लेक्स की याद आ गई. Parvati is also saying I also want to do some gilding flakes looking at this. Now you know Parvati how I feel when you guys are doing live. मेरे को भी ऐसा लगता है I should also do this, I should also do that. So yes, these are not chit chat. These are our journal sentiment. So, but yeah, pre-cut stickers mean there is chit chat, there is colored chit chat, and there is this journal stickers and Hindi ones. So this is the journal ones because I kind of wanted to ऐसे डालना था कि this says listen to inner peace, choose joy every day, and then this says paint your world happy. So those are very artistic and whimsical quotes which we have in journal sentiments. So this is journal sentiments. And then great. I hope, Garima, we have tempted you enough to make one. And if you do, please do tag us. We would love to see what you have made. And Craving Craft, of course, you have to tag us. आप क्या बना रहे हो? And अनामिका मैंने कितने साल तक बॉटलें रखी है कि मैं बॉटलें करूंगी करूंगी मैं मम्मी के लिए हर बार जब भी कोई भी बॉटल आती थी ना ऐसे मेरी मम्मी बोलती मैं डाल रही हूँ बोलती नहीं नहीं डाल मत रख एंड देन वन डे शी वाज क्लीनिंग शी वाज लाइक ख्याति तो डिसाइड कर तेरे को करना है तो कर फेंकना है तो फेंक मेरा सर मत खा एंड देन आई गिव आउट ऑल द वंस अभी तो मेरे पास फिर ये छोटी छोटी जो हम लोग केवेंटर्स मंगवाते हैं उसकी मैंने रखी हुई है तो वही यूज
नहीं,
होती है
मेरा तो स्टैंडिंग रूल है फॉर ऑल माय हस्बैंड्स फ्रेंड्स एंड ऑल कि कोई भी
या
बॉटल फेंकना नहीं है सारा. एंड इतना
मेरा
सारा
भी
फिर
है
देके जाते हैं.
मेरे दोस्त लोग जब भी हम लोग पार्टी वार्टी करते हैं बेचारे सब बॉटल्स खत्म होती है पहले आते हैं ख्याति के पास ख्याति तुझे चाहिए वरना हम डाल देते हैं तो मैं बोलती नहीं नहीं स्पेशली नाइसर शेप्स वंस
नाइस,
लाइक द
या या या
फंकी
या
शेप्स एंड ऑल दैट सो दैट दे एंड देन दे टेल मी आल्सो यार मैं पिंटरेस्ट पे गया था तो मैंने मस्त एक लैंप देखा बॉटल का सो व्हाई डोंट यू मेक दैट फॉर मी आई सेड ओके आई विल मेक इट फॉर यू ब्रिंग मी द बॉटल
ओके, आई थिंक
एग्जैक्टली पारो
नाउ.
वो शिफ्टिंग में ही होता है शिफ्टिंग या दिवाली की क्लीनिंग में सब निकल जाता है
एंड इमेजिन, मैं तो उठा के लेके आई थी वहां से एक
हाँ
बक्सा
मतलब
भर के. माय हस्बैंड वाज सो चीज डॉश, व्हाट आर यू गेटिंग दिस फॉर? ऐसे नहीं नहीं,
एग्जैक्टली
छोड़ना
बट
नहीं
that you can do because you are the lady of the house and there is nobody who's going to override your decision then that's fine
है.
but the other people don't get it like I'm sure my mom also doesn't get it कि मैं सब जमा करती हूँ nobody gets it
So I don't know whether now I'll just put a coat of varnish because
okay
नहीं तो ये सील नहीं होगा. I want to
हाँ
put a coat
स्पेशली
of varnish.
फ्लेक्स के लिए करना पड़ेगा आई फील
Yeah.
But the copper is looking really nice on the Buddha ka wo sar pe. Thank you, Nadia. Half of
So,
it, I don't know.
so I'm going to put a coat of varnish now.
Hmm.
My other side of the bottle is not done it. I'm just going
Right.
to, cover it up with the
Okay.
same technique. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Thank you, Sneha. Yeah, gilding flakes और especially in person वो दूर दूर से बहुत सही लगेगा. It kind of lifts it. And it's just one extra step, but मेरे को भी लगता है मैं बहुत बार भूल जाती हूँ ऐसा gilding flakes use करना by the end of it. Because you are so much care हो गया तो वैसा है. But it will look nice.
this part of the project is again a very important step because you need to
Hmm.
seal your project also.
Right.
So
Especially if
I
you
always,
live in humid climate like I do.
yeah. Even in
And
Calcutta, it's a
Kolkata as
very,
well.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Kolkata. Normally dry climate में इतना issue नहीं होता है.
नहीं, दिल्ली में उतना नहीं होता था, but still I used to put a, I mean, it makes your cleaning process also very easy.
I was about to say that मिट्टी लग जाए तो साफ करना आसानी हो जाता है.
Hmm.
वो एक kind of layer आ जाता है ना between the
Yeah.
details and the dust.
तो मैं क्विक ड्राई दे देती हूँ इसको, नहीं
Hmm.
तो I won't be able to show you the entire, but this is looking nice now.
Yeah, yeah. The Craving Craft is saying this is so beautiful. I want this transfer now. But yeah, definitely this is one of our most popular. Like Buddha, even Buddha 1, 2 are also very popular, but they are very black and white sketches kind of a thing. 3, 4, 5, 6. I remember it has gone out of stock 3 times at least. And it's a fairly new launch. So, and a lot of people are buying it for candles because I know we got a couple of people who came to us to buy in bulk. So, a lot of people are using it on candles and, things like that. And it is a very beautiful, like, I agree. I love these Buddhas. And I have kept one, two for myself क्योंकि मुझे एक दिन करना है. और जिस दिन मैं करूंगी उस दिन आउट ऑफ स्टॉक होगा तो मेरा मूड खराब हो जाएगा. इसलिए मैंने अपने लिए निकाल के रखा है अलग से.
Yeah. So let me
So
now show
yes,
you.
Vandana, the live will be saved down both on our profile and Anamika's profile, so you should definitely be able to see it. Yes. Actually, flower में इतना नहीं दिख रहा था. अभी I can see all those beautiful details. Yeah, beautiful, lovely.
I don't know how
सही में
far it is.
मतलब बहुत very beautiful अनामिका.
Okay. तो कल इसका अच्छे से मे बी आई टेक अ वीडियो और अ फोटो एंड
Yeah,
it will
yeah.
give us a better view.
Craving Craft is saying she'll steal the bottle from you.
Oh yes, anytime.
अनामिका बोली कि मेरे पास और एक रैक भर के है.
बहुत है, इतना है,
हाँ, हाँ.
बहुत
But
है.
very beautiful. I love the outcome. Thank you, Vandana. Thank you, Paro. Thank you, Sneha. So I missed out on a query, I think, in between.
Yeah, sure.
Craving Craft, we are planning to bring in more flowers. Uh, Spring wale jo hai, specifically like windows, doors, etc. They are not coming in the next one. They'll mostly come in the next to next one. Next one, we are doing a lot of fantasy one. Because that is not something we have done. And I know like Parvati has been asking for it, Sneha has been asking for it. So we have done something different, not like fantasies which they were asking, but thoda different. So I have not yet shared the design, but I hope आप लोग को अच्छा लगेगा. Mostly we'll do it next month. Thank you, Supriya. So beautiful outcome. Anamika, हम आपका चेहरा देख सकते हैं अभी?
हाँ।
अनामिका बताएंगे ही नहीं, मैं बोलूंगी नहीं तब तक। शी इज लाइक ऐसे ही लाइव एंड करते हैं।
या नो नो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है।
So see, another person who loves your, so Nadia is saying she loves to watch your work. So many things to
थैंक यू।
learn,
थैंक यू।
especially decoupage.
थैंक यू।
Absolutely, I really, actually, मैंने ना इसमें स्ट्रगल किया था। मेरा ये इतना है ना बॉटल के हिसाब से, तो मेरे को है ना यहाँ पे लगाने के टाइम थोड़ा स्ट्रगल हुआ था। देखिए आपको दिखेगा, अभी क्रैक आया था लगाने के टाइम पे, क्योंकि है ना मैं वही सोच रही थी मेरा फोल्ड नहीं हो रहा है, फोल्ड नहीं हो रहा है। अभी मैं सोच रही आपने जो मेरे को आइडिया दिया ना, मैं कट करके लगाती तो, because it was, I'm fairly new to like curved surfaces and all that. I have not done it a lot. So, such kind of छोटा छोटा tips really help. Like next time मैं वो करूंगी वैसा। तो मतलब I really appreciate कि आप बताते हो। मतलब I know a lot of teachers who don't. So thank you for that.
मोस्ट वेलकम।
I hope sure Craving Crafts do buy them. I mean, we want to sell them, so please do buy them. And yes, Paro, effortlessly मतलब what is the time? मतलब हम लोग ने आई थिंक 10 मिनट, मतलब 45 मिनट्स में हो गया आपका प्रोजेक्ट मतलब। और मेरे तो इतना करने में मेरे को 1 घंटा।
नहीं, द टाइम व्हेन आई सॉ द द क्लॉक एंड आई सेड शिट, अब आज तो 4:30 बज गए और मेरा हो भी गया, तो लेट मी नाउ यूज सम गोल्ड फ्लेक्स आल्सो, आई डू हैव सम मोर टाइम विद।
अच्छा, ये थॉट प्रोसेस था।
मुझे ज्यादा
नहीं, बट वो
एम्बैरेसिंग लगता है
गोल्ड
कि
फ्लेक्स
इतना जल्दी
जेन्युइनली
हो
वो
गया,
कॉपर
शिट।
फ्लेक्स आर लुकिंग वेरी नाइस, द गिल्डिंग फ्लेक्स दे आर लुकिंग रियली नाइस। स्पेशली वो जो सर पे लगाया ना अपने बालों में, वो बहुत
या
सही लगा मुझे,
कल
इसीलिए।
इसका
बट
वीडियो बना
थैंक यू
के अपलोड
अनामिका
कर।
एज ऑलवेज। मुझे लगता है आप इतना एफर्टलेसली दिखाते हुए, कभी कभी मुझे लगता है कि बहुत लोग अच्छा, गरिमा का एक रिक्वेस्ट है, आप बॉटल वापस दिखा सको तो। वही तो मैं बोल रही हूँ पार्वती, अब मेरे को तो कोई 5 घंटा लाइव बोलेगा तो भी मैं कर लूंगी। And अनामिका का 1 घंटा, मतलब उनका 1 घंटे में खत्म हो जाता है। और इधर मैं 2-2 घंटे, मतलब मेरे को इसको यार इतना चिंटू से बॉटल को उतना टाइम लग गया था, मतलब 1.5 घंटा ऐसा टाइम। एंड शी हैज डन सच अ बिग वन। So Mona says hi, Anamika. Hi, Mona. Beautiful.
हाय मोना, so nice to see you. Mona and both of us, we are sailing on the same boat right now. Our son is also
अच्छा।
appearing for the boats. Mine is not
ओ,
appearing for the
ओ।
boats, but it's as good as the boats.
ऐसा क्या हो गया?
Oh my goodness. I mean, making him sit for studying is a big deal for me. My God.
अच्छा,
Actually, me and my husband both are into a lot of, like, we like to study. We love to study, basically, both of us. And हमारा
अच्छा।
लड़का बिल्कुल the opposite side एकदम एकदम मतलब he's nothing to do with studies.
नहीं, होता है ऐसा, ऐसे कभी कभी उल्टे भी होता है। होता है। और नॉर्मली ऐसा ही होता है कि मम्मी पापा पढ़ाकू और बच्चे पढ़ाकू नहीं होते। सो यस, आई गेट यू। So yeah, Paro, I saw Mona's work also. She's like, she does very beautiful, very clean kind of projects. I have seen her. Rupali Goel, thank you so much. Yes, do watch out the recording in case you missed out. As always, all the recordings will be stored. Uh, हाँ, आजकल के माँ बाप सो चिल्ड होते हैं ना कि बच्चे को क्यों टॉर्चर कर रहे हो ये वो। एंड आज के माँ बाप को डर भी लगता है, ज्यादा बोलते नहीं थे। हमारे माँ बाप ने तो भाई धुलाई कर देते हैं हमारी।
अच्छे
मतलब आई
से
रियली
कुछ
टेल,
करते
आजकल
भी
के बच्चे तो
नहीं थे,
बच
फिर भी
गए।
बुरा लग रहा था।
मतलब कोई डांटता नहीं है आजकल। मतलब आई नो माई फ्रेंड्स, जो लोग ऐसे ज्यादा जोर से चिल्लाते भी नहीं है कि कभी दे वो लोग ऐसे ट्रॉमेटाइज ना हो जाए। मैंने बोला मेरी मम्मी को दे ठपक मारती थी कि क्या ट्रॉमेटाइज, एक मतलब ट्रॉमेटाइज होगी ना, दूसरे पे भी मारती हूँ, बराबर लगेगा
नहीं नहीं,
ट्रॉमेटाइज
आई
देखती
also
हूँ मैं तो।
believe in the same way of handling my son. I am very
या
particular. उसको पकड़ के बस करना है। There is
ट्रू
no way
ट्रू
के
ट्रू।
बेटा नहीं करते टाइप्स तो बिल्कुल नहीं चलता है मेरे।
हाँ, मतलब मैं वही मेरे दोस्तों में बच्चों को बोलती हूँ, भाई तुम बड़े खुशनसीब हो, 20 साल पहले पैदा हुए थे, जिंदगी अलग होती। Chalo, anyways, I will not waste more of your time you talking about our stuff that we can always do privately on WhatsApp. You would not want
Yes.
to create a live out of it. So, thank you guys for everyone who joined in.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Anamika,
Thank
for
you.
such a beautiful project. Of course,
Most
we'll
welcome.
wait for the final look and all that. But मजा आया.
Thank you so
देखो
much.
लोग
Thank you
अपने
so much
किस्से
for
बता
having
रहे
me.
हैं, अपनी मम्मियों ने थप्पड़ मारी है उनकी। हाँ, एक्चुअली मेरे साथ भी हुआ है। मेरी मम्मी ने मारने के लिए मेरे को बोला, अगर एक आंसू निकला तो दो और पड़ेंगे। ये मेरी मम्मी ने
Yes,
बहुत
yes,
मेरे को भी बोला है, ये मुझे
yes.
याद है। एंड मैंने गरिमा का कमेंट देखा और मेरे अंदर का भी वो बच्चा जाग गया कि ये मेरे साथ भी हुआ है।
मतलब मार भी खाओ, रो भी मत.
हाँ, रो भी मत, अगर रोई तो दो और पड़ेगी, और वो मेरी मम्मी ने मारा भी है मुझे। सो यस। चलो, एनीवेज, थैंक यू गाइस एंड थैंक यू
Most
अनामिका
welcome.
एज ऑलवेज, एंड we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, bye.